There's the scene here in Grand Prairie at Grand Prairie Stadium. As fans are still filing in here shortly before the start of play. We had over 1,000 fans here on Thursday night, and we're expecting at least twice that many on this beautiful Saturday night here in Grand Prairie for this second T20I between USA and Nepal.
And I know all of them are curious to see what happened out at the toss. We had Andrew Leonard out there just a little bit ago. Let's see what happened.
Time for the toss here, game number 2. I've got the captains alongside me in the middle, Manik Patel, Rohit Powell, and we've got the ICC match referee, Mr. Dean Kosker, coming across from England and Wales. Manik, give it a toss. Heads is called. Dean, what is it?
Come down ahead.
Okay. Rohit, you won the toss. What are you going to do, please, and why?
We'll bat first, especially looking at the last game. We didn't find any dew in the second innings, so I thought in the second inning the ball was keeping low. So yeah, we wanted to take advantage of that.
Well, there you go. Nepal's won the toss. They've elected to bat first. And let's look at those sides. And we'll start with the Nepal side. You see it there on your screen, unchanged from 2 days ago.
They needed any changes, and as for USA, they are also unchanged. Good night in Grand Prairie, Aman.
Crowd's ready for the first ball, and here it comes off the hands of Saurabh Netravalkar. Left alone, little bit of sideways movement from Netravalkar, and again, we saw it be more prevalent in the second innings, that swing, but you have to imagine that Saurabh's going to try to continue to angle it away from the right-handed batter. Just helped. There'll be the first runs for Nepal. Could be 4 of them. No, good work out at third man. That's Shayan Jahangir. Keeps it to just the 1. So very often you see that turn into 2. That's what Nepal really did well. Good work from Shayan. Had a lot of ground to cover, stationed at deep backward square. Flicked away, picked up. Huge roar from the crowd because that's the first maximum of the day. After taking one on the grill, Anil Shah gives it right back to Ali Khan.
Well, he tried to go with the bouncer Yorker combo, got him onto the back foot with the short ball, and then followed it up with a full delivery, but right onto the legs and flicked for 6. It's 9 for none after 2.
That late aggression starting now.
Here's that shot from Anil Shah. Half volley on the legs. Ali Khan was trying to get it a bit straighter on the stumps, but instead it's straight, and that is a mighty impressive shot.
This one struck him on the pad. And given in the end, Netravalkar strikes straight away. He breaks through, getting Asif Sheikh.
Well, we were just saying there was a little bit of pressure building. Shots being played by Nepal against Netravalkar didn't look exactly comfortable, and nagging away on that good length. Saurabh Netravalkar strikes to get Asif Sheikh for 1. It's 11 for 1 in the third. Yeah, just on a good length, nipped back ever so slightly, playing across his pads, just hit above the knee roll. That's a bail clipper in my book, Aman.
Yeah, I'd have to agree, and disappointing start here for Nepal. 11 for 1 as Asif Sheikh goes for just 1 run. This will get through the offside. Work to be done. That's a short boundary. Manik Patel is quick, but he won't be quick enough. It'll be the first 4 for Kushal Bartel, and the Nepal fans loving it so far in Grand Prairie.
Shot of Grand Prairie.
Bit of whiff on offer. That'll get through, and that'll run away to the boundary yet again. Straying in line this time, Ali Khan, and Bartel makes them pay.
Collecting that one.
Hit away. This should find the rope. And it will. 4 runs. Kushal Bartel has come in, and he's really put the impetus in the innings. That's hit aerial and in the gap. Anil Shah, he might have been struggling earlier, but he's got one that he liked. The length there just too full. And Anil Shah takes advantage. And he's rated as this one swept away, and it'll be swept for 4. Kushal Bartel, doesn't matter who's in front of him at the moment. He's going to find the rope. Continue to bowl well. No need to really change it up.
Inside edge, Sarah Netravalkar gets, well, what was really a dive for dramatic effect, no more in, and it's going to be a boundary. Anil Shah has kind of been worked over here by Harmeet Singh. Use of the feet down the track and gets it all the way. It's been spilled in the crowd, but the Nepal fans love it nonetheless. Right into the packed grandstand up here, and that's a good strike from Kushal Bertel going after Nosh Kenjigay.
He's been real positive throughout his innings so far tonight, Lenny, and again, used to the feet. We've seen him do it to all the seamers, and now to Nosh Kenjigay, who was just a touch fuller than he probably should have been, and with the shorter side and that extra cover region. So thank you very much. I'll hit you for 6.
Use of the feet, and that's the key.
Yeah, it again got down the ground, got to the pitch of the ball, so he didn't have to reach out for it. Not a huge turner.
Or an offside boundary. That could be somewhere where we're going to see targeted, but this is the second wicket. It's the tamest of dismissals. Kenjigay, he roars with delight as Anil Shah never looked settled, never got set, and he simply gives it away.
Yeah, Nosh Kenjigay is roaring here in Dallas, and for Shah, it's been a painstaking innings, and on that there, you're going to see no footwork. He just kind of threw his hands at it. It's been the story of his innings. He hasn't used his feet quite well enough. Think about the way Kushal Bertel's attacked it. Hasn't been the same from Shah. Again, look at the emotion from Nosh Kenjigay. He loves it. Again, this tamest of return catches. He's so good in the field. Never going to put that one down. That will be the second wicket for Nepal. It's 52 for 2.
Also going to be time for a drinks break. We'll take a short break here in the commentary box. As dismissed for 25. It's 60 for 2. Pumped down the ground. And that's why Gulshan Jha has been sent in. He's going to attack and go after it. Monty Desai doesn't feel as though the run rate is where it needs to be for Nepal to post a defendable score. So he's turned to his teenager. And that's the answer from him. Oh, beautiful stroke inside out. And you're not going to believe this. It's gone all the way for 6. What a shot. The shot of the second T20I. And it goes to Gulshan Jha.
That's the bigger end of the ground too, Lenny. That's a shot of real class. That's power as well. He hasn't quite gotten to it. He's had to reach out. We just show the power in the young man who just helps it stand and deliver cricket.
Well, you just missed a ball there, but I think that 6 was...
Captain, he's searching for him.
And this is going to be 6 more. Straight down the ground. It just carries. Doesn't go over the rope by much, but it does it by enough. And Mayank Patel has a forlorn look on his face. It was a risk going to Kumar. There isn't much turn on offer, and it's the second maximum of the over.
It's too full yet again. It's just sat there, asked to be hit. Again, stand and deliver cricket on a surface where it's not turning. Easy pickings.
Here with the shorter boundary of the leg side. That's darted in. Now, has he got enough of this? Well, he has. Not all the way for 6, but Aaron Jones is in 15 yards off the rope, and he's got it over his head, and it's landed inside the playing surface. Jha will get 4, should it have been the third wicket.
Yeah, you see Andres Kaus with his hands over his head. It's set up. The fielder's in place for that, but Aaron Jones is in because that's the bigger boundary. He's trying to save the 2 runs, but what he ends up giving up is that space behind. It's just gone in that little gap. 1 bounce over the rope, and the USA would have to be kicking themselves at the moment.
Big moment in the match. Jha tries to repeat the dose. He may well have given it away here. He has. It's the captain who holds on to a well-judged catch. And Kenjigay strikes back. A delivery after maybe he feels as though he should have had the back of Jha. He just gets it to angle on. Jha tries to repeat an expansive stroke, and all he can do is skew it up into the air, and his short stay at the crease is over.
Well, he was given the license to do that. He was brought in to score runs, this time from Kenjigay. Just kept it on with the angle, didn't spin back, and that's what's undone Gulshan Jha. But again, Nepal needed this. They needed a surge, and they got it from his 19 off 11. It's 89 for 3.
Cricket flag. Powdell uses his feet beautifully. It's a shot that he loves, and that finds the gap perfectly between mid-off and extra cover. The 100 comes up.
Moved back here for his international career.
Well, a bit of innovation, probably not exactly as Kushal Bertel intended it. This may well have gone all the way. And Samir Bandekar Gets the arms above the head, and it brings up Bertel's 50. His first ever at number 3. It's come off 33 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 sixes, and delight on the bench for Nepal.
Well, it's his first at number 3, but his 9th T20 I-50 overall in his career. And what a way to bring it up. He's played mostly orthodox shots, but this one counts too.
Now full toss, sliced away, out towards Netravalkar and wide of him. That'll be a boundary. I think this is too choreographed for me. The batters are going to know exactly where the ball is, and even though there's protection on the offside, you can't plug every gap. 4 more. Oh, that's an outstanding stroke. We spoke about him trying to get it full, Harmeet Singh. It turns into a half volley. Sheer elation from the fans up there on the deck. It's as straight as you can imagine, and it's all the way for 6.
Well, we saw the reverse cue shot into the corner pocket against Ali Khan in the last over. That was the unorthodox bit. This is far more orthodox from Kushal Bertel. This is what he's been doing all innings, just clean hitting. Doesn't
smashed through the offside. Oh, that's it like a laser. What a stroke that is from Kushal Bertel. Aaron Jones was only probably 7 or 8 yards away from this, but the ferocity that it was hit with meant it still went to the rope. Out that direction, massive. Now, we could see Dipendra Singh Airi to the crease because Mayank Patel will hold on to another good catch and celebrate heartily as he has dismissed his opposite number. Jesse Singh gets the breakthrough, and maybe with Dipendra Singh Airi's fireworks, that might not be the worst thing for Nepal. It's a wicket to close out the 17th over. Good little leg cutter here, Peter, from Jesse Singh.
He got the timing off from Rohit Paldo. He was through the shot a bit early, skies it over, extra cover. And Mayank Patel had quite a lot of ground to cover in the ring, but gets there in time, latches onto it to get rid of Paldo for 18. It's 134 for 4 after 17.
Short, pulled away. It's the longer boundary, but it's gone all the way. What a stroke that is from Kushal Bertel. The Butwell boss. He's back to his very best.
Well, there's a reason why they stopped for 1 on that previous delivery, Lenny. Because Kushal Bertel wanted to do that.
I think they're getting selfies with the ball up there. Might be a while coming back to Aaron Jones. Oh, what a strike this is into the night sky. That must have gone, well, what, 90, 95 metres, Peter. Slapped away over the head of Kenjigay, and it's another fielding error. It's not necessarily a dropped catch, but it's not a great line run. And the positioning, particularly on the larger side of the ground, from Aaron Jones and Nosh Kenjigay, it's been an issue all evening for USA.
Well, I said this before, and I'll say it again. You're not going to stop 2 the majority of the time, so why are you bothered trying? Stay on the rope. Look for wickets and stop boundaries. You're not going to cut off that second run, and that's the second time tonight that it's cost USA a wicket. Aaron Jones was the culprit the first time, and Kenjigay, who ordinarily is a very good fielder for USA, he fields at backward point in the power play overs. He's a reliable catching fielder on the boundary. If he stays on the boundary, he's cheating in 15 yards, and it's cost him a wicket.
150's come up. This goes down the ground. There's a supermoon up there. It's going right towards it. It's into the Chinese lanterns. It's a collision course. Bertel's en route to maybe a second T20 I-100. He moves to 86 with back-to-back boundaries.
Jesse Singh is still stewing, walking back to his mark because he knows he should have had him on the previous ball. Tries to bowl a little cutter there, and Bertel, not fooled one bit, clears the sight screen, and the Chinese...
Free hit really here for Airi. And he cashes in with fast hands, but he's picked out the man. And finally, the fielder in the deep on the larger side is in the right place. It may well actually have gone all the way had Aaron Jones not been there. He's got such fast hands, Airi. It was a free hit because they wanted Bertel on strike for the final over, but he's holed out, and it's Aaron Jones, the birthday boy, who takes the catch.
Well, it only took him 114 deliveries to get the field setting right on that side of the ground, Lenny. It's about time. Aaron Jones, instead of cheating in 15 yards off that 82-yard boundary, he stays on the rope this time and takes a straightforward catch. Dipender Singh Irie out for 2. It's 157 for 5 after 19.
Enthusiasm and the passion. Looks for that reverse scoop, gets it perfectly. Won't go all the way, but it will be 4. Great innovation from Kushal Bertel. He's played it once for 6. This time it's 4 more. He's into the 90s. Left, he needs 2 boundaries. Oh, he's not going to get there. They're going to try run it by, and Arif Sheikh will be run out. It will leave Bertel stranded at the non-striker's end unless we have something utterly remarkable happen, like a few no balls. He's not going to get to the landmark. You can't really blame them for running. Arif Sheikh will be run out. It'll probably bring Karen KC to the crease for the final delivery, and Ali Khan will feel as though he's won that little part of the battle.
Well, Andres Kraus had an opportunity in the previous over to underhand into the stumps, couldn't connect, and on this occasion he didn't have to run as far to collect the delivery, and that made it much easier to get in line and release the underhand shy to connect with a direct hit. So Arif Sheikh out for 1 with 1 legal ball remaining in this innings, as Karen KC, another folk hero in associate cricket for Nepal, comes out to the middle to face the final delivery.
So 1 delivery left. It will send the Nepal fans into raptures if this can go over the rope. Gets a good piece of it. And of course it will go over the rope. It's Karen KC just doing what he does. He'll only get to face 1 ball, but he smashes it for 6. And Nepal, they get up to the 170 marker, and that fan doesn't want to let the ball go. First innings is in the books. Nepal 170 for 6.
Well, 600 strike rate. You can't beat that if you're Karen KC. 1 ball and clears the ropes. It is the short boundary. Ali Khan was going for Yorker, just got it fractionally wrong. And that is Popeye forearms coming to the fore for Karen KC, muscling that just over the rope.
Look at the fans, loving every second. I think he's one of the most underrated hitters in the world game. He just always seems to do it. Simple technique. And I thought he might get that one over the rope from the 1 ball that he faced, and he did. Nepal have probably just nudged in front in the contest. They've got a little bit more than they had the other night on what was a really entertaining, a spectacular first innings. The mainstay of it was Kushal Bertel in this new role that he's taken on just in this Stake Stars and Summit Trophy Series 2024 in at number 3. He made 92 off 54 balls.
Sarbnev Volker was brilliant, bowled 3 overs in the power play for USA, finished with 1 for 20, but a lot to be desired from the rest of the lineup.
With the change to the order, the change from Namibia, that is Manak Patel back into the team. Manak Patel back into the team. And he is sticking with that change to the order from Namibia. In Namibia, we saw Saiteja Mukamala open up with Andries House very effectively. But the captain, he says, no, I want to take the responsibility. And he'll face up to the first ball. It'll be a leg side wide.
Difference right now for Nepal.
Now an appeal from Rijan Dakal, but that's clearly pitched outside leg. I think it's going to be given as leg buys. Didn't see any bat involved. It is. Don't think that was really ever going to be given out. The makeup of this team for Nepal, though, with obviously the news that many of the Nepal fans will have seen over the last 24 hours, Sandeep Lamachani has been now granted a US visa. The news that I hear is that he's on the way. There is that evidence, pitching outside leg, impacting outside leg. I think he got on with it. Bowls him. The perfect delivery. It's a peach from Karen KC. And Manak Patel, for the second time in 48 hours, is gone early.
It's a fast bowler's dream, this delivery, angled in towards the right-hander. And then that late swing away. Monik Patel looked to play an expansive drive, but this is just what Karan KC does. He's so good. He loves bowling in Texas. The last time he was here before the World Cup would have been in the 2022 Cricket World Cup League Twos, and he was the player of the series. Monik Patel just looking to drive straight. That late movement away was all it did. Little turn of the wrist as well, and look at Karan KC. He knows it. He does it everywhere he goes. And Nepal ahead of the game yet again. Monik Patel goes without much. It's 4 for 1 for the USA. Money, this is electric stuff.
Good stroke. Much more like it for USA, and it's Saiteja Mukamala, the youngster who just holds his shape beautifully, doesn't try to overhit, and silences the predominantly Nepalese crowd here in Texas.
We've seen Shahin Jahangir go big. The USA just have to build a partnership.
Now, Andries House goes big. And he goes beautifully straight down the ground. He's picked that up off a length. Wasn't necessarily the worst delivery. And House says, well, KC, I'll see you in the Nepal Premier League next month, all the way for 6.
He's just timed that to perfection, hasn't he? He's picked the late movement as well. It's angled in, it's nipping away, but he's playing through the line of off stump. Monik Patel tried the same stroke.
If I can get that ball. Now, more brilliance from House. It's going to be back-to-back maximums. The shorter boundary, yes, but an equally impressive stroke. And USA start with a little counter punch, a 1-2 salvo from Andries House.
He's got brilliant hands, Andries House. He's just able to step into it and just look at the way the wrists go through the shot here. He's just helped himself, held the shape. Again, no deep cover fielder. For Karan KC, you can't bowl that wide without X.
Going to go with another one from Rijan Dakal, but Mukamala, with a very conventional stroke, pierces the gap on the offside. It's the larger boundary, but that was 4 from the moment it left the bat.
Successes when he was an opener. You're not going to move off these two, as Hal somehow has timed that one to the rope. That's going to be 4 runs. He's come off really the toe end of the bat, but it just goes to show you the timing and the ability of this bat.
Hard done by the lack of cricket at points. It's down the leg side, and Asif Sheikh, he gets something on it, but I think it was the back of his glove. If anything, it's going to be 5 wides. And this over is going from bad to worse. It's always a risk, bowling 3 consecutive in the power play. USA starting to come into their own and getting, if anything, ahead of the chase. Oh, what an elegant stroke. That could well be the shot of the entire day, to be honest with you. An on drive, a lofted on drive of the highest quality from the young Saiteja Mukamala, 6 all the way.
Well, it's an audacious stroke after the ball we just saw. Got beat through and through. Use of the feet, but he's checked the line the whole way through. He's played on it. Sampokami tried to cramp him for room, but he's so good straight down the ground.
Even with the return to health of Stephen Taylor. House, for a moment, looked like he might have had his heart in his mouth as that one was headed towards the fine leg fielder, but it clears him to go for 4.
And Devin Conway.
Oh, Andries House has cracked this one high and deep over long on. His 3rd 6. And how?
Well, we saw him do something similar to Kushal Bortel when he got too short in match number 1. Sagar Dakal, he's trying to be quicker through the air, but this time it's just stuck in the hands. It's just dipped on him. And Andries House got into position early.
Legs. And not on that occasion, and pays the price for it. You can't offer width going to the short side of the ground, and Sai Mukamala only too happy to get some on that delivery, deposits it over extra cover for 6.
And this has been the evolution of Mukamala's game, the ability to have this kind of power on the back foot. He's always been a great timer, but this one is his ability to lift it.
Guys have made their debuts as teenagers. And this one is going to go wide of the fielder and beyond the boundary as well. That's an awfully big hit over that 84-yard boundary. But Sai Mukamala times it well enough to get 6, his 3rd of this innings.
Yeah, not the rosy start we saw from Depinder Singh Irie just 2 nights ago. Drags it down a little bit. Mukamala good enough as well. He was planted forward, but was able to transfer his weight late.
This time, muscles it down the ground. He's picked out the man on the boundary. And the pro Nepal crowd erupts. Kushal Bertel had a spectacular night with the bat. He's continued it with a catch on the long on boundary to dismiss Mukamal for 47. And this crowd comes back to life for the visitors.
Misses out on what would have been a brilliant half-century Mukamala. He just finds one for 6. He's just trying to muscle it. He hasn't gotten this off the middle of the bat and ends up being the simplest of catches. And look how much it means to Nepal. The crowd erupted. The big fist pump comes out as well as Mukamala goes back for a well-made 47 off of 40. United States, they're 96 for 2 after 12.
Wraps up his first over tonight with a wicket. And that was the shot that Andres House fell to a couple nights ago. And boy, oh boy, almost deja vu again. This time, he threads the needle to get 4. Jones run out.
Clipped around the corner. That'll be 4. Not the right line from Sampal Kami. And the easiest of strokes for Jones to get his innings properly underway. Round the wicket now, and this goes into the pad. It surely is going to have pitched outside leg, but the umpire says no. The finger goes up, and Aaron Jones cannot believe it. It's close to impossible to get one from around the wicket unless it straightens. Unless the umpire's saying it's pitched on leg, then it's going to go on and hit off.
Tonight, we'll try and get the wicket delivery coming up. But there was plenty of noise on social media about the umpiring decisions that went almost entirely one way in USA's favor Thursday night. That doesn't appear to be the case here. Aaron Jones out for 7. It's 110 for 3. Not the birthday gift that Aaron Jones was expecting from Aditya Gajjar. I'll tell you that much. Just watch this. Sampal Kami has blown out the candles on Aaron Jones' innings. And he's saying, wait, this is my birthday. What are you doing?
Not quite the 30th birth. A front foot. Indiscretion as this is pulled away and pulled for 4. The pace on the ball is going the distance. Cannot understand the lack of spin for Nepal, but it's a fine stroke from Milan Kumar. The first boundary of the over will be Karen KC to bowl the 17th. And Andres House will get to another T20 I-50. And it's come off 35 deliveries. It was off the queue end of the bat. What a start he has had to international cricket. Signed by the Bakara Avengers now too in the Nepal Premier League. It's a 6th T20 I-50 in just his 22nd match. Peter, he's almost already the leading run scorer in this format for USA, and it's going to be a matter of time now before he overtakes Stephen Taylor.
Extraordinary start to his career. That began in April. 3 50s against Canada, 1 against South Africa in the World Cup, and then 1 in Namibia just the start of the month.
Hit towards the man at cover and taken. It's another twist. With Nepal, there's always a twist. And the cardiac kids have the pulses racing back in Kathmandu again. And it's Karen KC who sends Milan Kumar back. Excellent cover, diving forward from Rijan Dakal.
Small margins can make a big difference. I wasn't sure if this was going to carry. Sometimes fielders stay on their heels for this, but Rijan Dakal lunging forward from the edge of the ring. Had no hesitation coming forward for that delivery. It was flat, it was low, but he made sure it carried. Milan Kumar goes for 15. USA 133 for 4 in the 17th.
Real burgeoning star. Heaved into the leg side behind square. Great innovation. There's no one at square leg either in the circle or in the deep. And Jahangir exploits that ruthlessly. It's sort of a short third. He's going to try and do the same again here. Instead he goes over the offside. Now, there's a long off out there, but it's over his head. What a shot that is. Put down in the crowd. An exceptional strike from Shayan Jahangir has swung the game heavily in USA's favour. The stars and stripes are flying high.
The USA chants are being countered in the crowd. The Nepal fans going silent. The model no longer drumming in the crowd. Shayan Jahangir with that 6 to end the over. 145 for 4 after 17.
down the ground, and that's going to be all the way. And USA, they can see the finishing line now. The gamble to bowl Dakal as late as the 18th is not paid off. And House's dominance against spin is on show yet again.
USA, the chant goes up again. The Stars and Stripes are fluttering. And the ball is doing more than fluttering off the bat of Andres House. It's thudding into the side screen.
Picked up into the leg side. Now he's got a really good piece of this, but Dipender Singh Airi is out there, and he's not going to drop that. It's such a large boundary. It's incredibly difficult to clear, and Jahangir, he holds out to give us maybe another late twist as Sagar Dakal has his first wicket today.
Well, the sun and red moon, now they're flying. The model is thumping in the crowd. The drums alive. It was there to hit. But as you said, Lenny, you're going to have to clear 82 yards on that side of the ground tonight. We've seen some guys able to do it. Shayan Jahangir not able to on that occasion. Irie, the most dependable of Nepalese fielders, latches onto it. Jahangir out for 14. And USA and the 18th at 156 for 5. They need 15 off the last 2 out balls.
It's a Yorker. It's it down towards long off. And it's taken. Rohit Paudel sends the Nepal fans into ecstasy. And it's another late twist. The attempted Yorker turned into a low full toss, and Harmeet Singh could have hit it anywhere. And all he's done is hit it down the throat of Nepal's captain.
Lenny, I can't believe what I've just seen. We were just talking about all he needs to do is tap 1s and 2s. He's going for glory here. And when you get a low full toss, it can be very difficult to get underneath it. And that's what we've just seen. And it's almost deja vu of the tied match in Pearland with Aaron Jones. All he needed to do was tap a single. He went for glory, caught on the boundary. Harmeet has almost repeated that in exact fashion. He's out for 2. USA 159 for 6 with 9 balls left.
Well, it all comes down to these final 6 balls. USA, they need just 7 to win. And House is on strike, and that could be the best possible result for Nepal. It's a single. It means the new man to the crease, Jesse Singh, who is capable with the bat, no doubt. He's going to have the pressure of this series on his shoulders. He'll be on strike. It's 6 to win off 5. 5 balls left. Good batting from Jesse Singh. I think they'll just take the single. They're going to take on the second. Could be a run-out chance if it was picked up cleanly. And it's not. It's fumbled by Arif Sheikh. Not for the first time today either. Big moment in the match. Should they have taken the second? 4 to win off 4. That's where the ball goes. It will be a single. Dakal wisely chooses not to throw it. It means that House could put the finishing touches on this match now. 3 to win off 3. Surely Nepal need a wicket, and they need it this ball. Me to House. Hit in the air towards long on. Kushal Bertel is out there! He takes the catch! Nepal have life! Can they pull the rabbit from the hat? House, the set man, is gone. He can't believe what he's done. And it's all going to go down to the last 2 balls now.
Well, he tried to finish it off in 1 ball. But USA are going to need those last 2 deliveries if they're going to get across the line here. House, that signature moment, is going to have to wait for another day because he tried to clear that very deep boundary on the leg side. It's an 80-plus yard hit to that side of the ground, but Kushal Bertel with his second catch in that position tonight, and House stunned. USA still need 3 to win off the last 2 balls.
House gone for 62, 168 for 7. Beaver pitch, it's 3 to win off 2. It's an inside edge. It's going to be at least 1. Will they think of a second? No, they won't. KC does the fielding. Ali Khan's maybe done his job. He's handed it over to Jesse Singh. And this Stake Stars and Summits trophy, the fate of it all comes down to the final delivery of this second T20I. 2 to win for USA. Any wicket or a dot for Nepal. 1 sends us to a super over. It's a short ball. It's pulled into the deep. They'll get the 1. It's Dipender Singh Airi. The throw comes in. It's on the bounce. It's a run out. And we're going to the super over. All the way. We can't separate them in normal time. And the fans, they're loving every second. And fittingly, it's Dipender Singh Airi's throw that runs it out for the second. Not quite Lords in 2019, but we have a super over under the Saturday night floodlights in Grand Prairie. 3 batters and 1 bowler to play a single additional over each that is going to determine the winner of this match. There are no ties, and remember, we have the potential for multiple super overs in case there is a tie. So USA have elected to go, it looks like, with Andries House and Shaihan Jahangir. And the way it works, the team that is fielding, they stay out there. So USA will bat again. And then there will be a number 3. The interval between the super, only 5 minutes. They will bat these 6 balls, and then the 2 sides will switch over. And then Nepal will come out with their 3 batters. If there are 2 wickets, the super over will be ended short of the 6 balls. And whatever they get, Nepal will have to try and get past. And interestingly, having bowled the final over, the 20th and final, Nepal are going to stick with their man, Sampal Kami, again. Sampal Kami will bowl to Shaihan Jahangir. Get those graphics corrected. We've got House on strike in them, but it's a single to start with, as Anil Sad is the fielding.
First tied match between these 2 sides.
Hit away into the leg side. That's a good result for Nepal. Only a single. Dipender Singh Airi, the fielder. Graphics just a tiny bit incorrect. Bowls him straight through. And listen to that roar. Sampal Kami is holding his nerve at the death, and Nepal are sensing a win for the ages, pulling it out of the fire. USA in real trouble halfway through this super over. Well, quite remarkable. What a feast and a treat we've been given here on a Saturday night in Texas. An atmosphere that's quite unforgettable, as Aaron Jones is the one who's chosen to walk to the crease. A chance at redemption for him after what was an LBW decision that he clearly didn't agree with.
Well, I said earlier the candles were blown out by Sampal Kami. Is Sampal gonna kick the candles over now?
On his 30th birthday, Aaron Jones has 3 balls to work with. And he heaves it into the leg side. Dipender Singh Airi is out there! USA in the super over. They have only 2 on the board. And Sampal Kami is the hero for Nepal. Surely they're going to go 2-0 up in this series now.
Well, he didn't just kick the candles over, he stomped on them. Not a birthday to remember for Aaron Jones. Sampal Kami, the party pooper for Aaron Jones and the home side here. What bowling by the veteran. He tried to clear that huge boundary, and again, this is why I feel like they should have had Harmeet Singh in there. Having the right-handers try and clear that huge 82-yard boundary is just asking for trouble. If they get a left-hander in there and Harmeet Singh, I don't think they would have had such a calamity in this super over.
What an extraordinary turnaround and turn of events. With 6 balls left, USA only needed 7. Sampal Kami's bowled the next 9, including the super over. He's only conceded 8 runs, and he's picked up 3 wickets. Exceptional bowling from one of Nepal's very best. And with all those concerns and worries over their death bowling, it feels like Nepal are on the precipice of doing something incredibly special here, beating a fine American side on their home soil in this inaugural Stake Stars and Summits trophy. The super over ends with those 2 wickets. USA have only 2 to defend. Here's the 2 wickets back to back. That was the first one, a little feather of an outside edge, and then fittingly, Dipender Singh Airi in the deep, doing what he does yet again.
Well, he's making a strong play for player of the series here, Lenny.
It's 3 to win, 6 balls to do it. And it's a dot. Oh no, it's not. It's a misfield. Aaron Jones, it slipped through his fingers. On his birthday, he's had a birthday to forget. Out not once, but twice. And now a crucial, crucial misfield. in saving a single. It's 2 to win. And he whips it elegantly out to the leg side. Any single from here will do. And the Nepal fans are on their feet. They know they're on the brink of a historic series victory here. And they're going to do so in the most dramatic of fashions. To do it. No is the call. Well, the Cardiac Kids, they're known for their drama, Peter. There's always a twist.
Well,
3 balls remaining. Any run will do. USA need 2 wickets from one of their heroes of the World Cup, Sarah Netravalkar, or 3 miraculous dots. And Powell guides it away and gets the single. And Nepal get the victory. They take an unassailable 2-0 series lead, much to the delight of the thousands of fans who've packed this Grand Prairie Stadium. It didn't look likely for much of the chase, but thanks to the heroics of Sampal Kami, allied with Kushal Bertel's return to form, a first 50-plus score in international cricket for over 6 months for him, his innings of 92 not out, Karen KC's 3 wickets, and Sampal Kami's heroics in the 20th over, and then again in the super over. They've guided Nepal to a famous victory on the most sensational of Saturday nights in Grand Prairie. Exceptionally happy. There is the confirmation. The match officially is a tie, but Nepal have won the super over and they therefore take an unassailable 2-0 series lead in this inaugural Stake Stars and Summits Trophy 2024.